All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to, I think this is episode 8 of the podcast. I'm your host, Trap Snake. As usual, I am joined by my guest, our co-host, Sans and Virtual's Pride.
Guest, Sans. Wait, what? You fucking...
Yeah, everyone. It's so good to see everybody again. Yeah, we got loads to talk about, but for me personally, to the end of the podcast, because I will be talking about WandaVision and, you know, how I truly feel about WandaVision and what is WandaVision, leading up to in terms of Marvel content.
Yes.
Let's actually begin with Trap Snake. I believe you have a couple of topics you would love to talk about.
Do you know it, Pride? There's a bunch of awesome topics we got going on today. I think first off, I want to talk about this thing that, quote unquote, that Twitter supposedly canceled. I think it was Belle Delphine's Twitter. And it was that was fucking funny as shit, dude.
Like, what was the whole point of Belle Delphine doing that? Like, to show off that she's friggin' weird. Like, that's the thing I don't understand in terms of, like, this sort of stuff happening. It just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, basically, Belle Delphine, what she did was that, or those who don't know, basically, she posted a tweet on Twitter saying first date or something like that, and then she shows a picture of her getting railed by this guy, and then some people got offended because someone asked her to put a fucking trigger warning or something because of it's because of the R word. You know what I mean, Pride?
Yeah, it's the serious crime of it's. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a crime, right? If you do that, and what didn't help her case is that, she had like duct tape over her mouth. It would look really weird. She had a rope tied around her. It really did not look weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
she's doing kinky role play. She's doing a kinky.
Yeah,
basically.
It was weird. Like,
it was something for sure. It was something for sure.
Yeah, for me personally, when I saw that, I was like, "Yep, nope, clicking off." Like, that's just not okay whatsoever. I don't know why she thought this was a good idea. I'm so glad a lot of people were sort of telling her to say, hey, you need to take this down. This is not right. But, obviously we got the simp army over here for
the trigger
warning. Yeah, exactly. You got a freaking trigger warning, right? Oh, this is righteous. You cannot defy our goddess. Friggin', Belle Delphine.
What do you mean?
That's what they're saying.
What the fuck are they? Why?
Yeah, basically.
Made it sound like that.
No one asked you to sound like that. You just did that yourself. Oh my god.
Well, I do apologize. Maybe I should have said that slut bitch said, but hey, I don't want to risk getting demonetized.
Also on Twitter, in response to it, she basically defended how, on her Twitter, that she wasn't really apologizing. She was just basically defending her post, saying that that basically she thinks that it does not, that it's not necessarily the R word, but it's just quote unquote. You know how it what's it called, in the adult video industry or whatever, they basically have girls and stuff, they have them do they do these kind of porn scenes and stuff.
Yeah, it's exactly like that too, and the fact that everybody's calling her out on it, it's amazing, right? But
I guess
I think that should not exist on Twitter at all, or whatever the hell this thing. What was it on Twitter, or was it somewhere else?
It was on Twitter.
It was on Twitter. Okay, yeah, they should have taken that down immediately.
I mean, they also.
But I really do want to give a shout out for all the people who said, hey, Belle Delphine, this is not right. You need to take this down, right? Now shout out to those people on Twitter, because it's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, so don't you have another topic as well?
Yeah, you know what? I want to ask you this: is that
okay?
Is there a particular manga do you guys like? in general? Like, is there a particular?
I think Sans has a bunch of.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't actually have any mangas. I don't.
Or like any like.
Well, we're gonna kick him off the team because he doesn't have a bunch of mangas like we do.
No, I don't have any. I haven't watched. The only thing I do is watch his anime.
Oh, okay.
I would.
Well, at least you're being honest.
Yeah, because this the only thing I can say. I can't just lie and say, yeah, I have like 50 stacks of mangas.
What are you talking about? We have 100 stacks. We don't have 50 stacks. We have 100 stacks. Get it right. Get your facts straight, dude.
No,
Yeah,
but
please continue, Sam.
I would like to see some mangas. Like, what would you want to? What manga would you like to show me? That's my thing. Cause you asked.
I don't have a particular manga, but I want to say there's this thing. I want to say this is that a lot of like. I want to say is that now we're actually gonna get into the topic, which is what is it? How manga is like basically taking over the comic industry in like stomping it in general, just stomping.
I agree.
Just curb stomping it, just fucking, just curb stomping it.
Like the thing is, like I read on was it Wikipedia or something? I want to hear you on this part too. Is that according to Wikipedia, right now as of 2020, Demon Slayer, the one of the most famous popular like mangas in the as of the new generation for anime and stuff, it's selling at a whopping 120 million. Like, and
holy shit, that's really good.
And also, like, it's also more like and with like American comics and stuff, they range from like 10,000, like the range is like 10,000s of like comics and like 100,000 comics. You know what explains it? You want to know what explains it, Pride? Is that the fact that Japan and its manga artists, they decide they always focus working on great stories. Like also look at JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, 100 million fucking copies still ongoing today. Think about it. You know why it's still ongoing? It's the fact that like the way that like for example, like Araki, he introduced the concept of stands, right?
Yeah.
And that people got so many attracted to it that he could decide to continue writing the whole journey with stands and with the variety of stuff. Because like here's the thing with Japan is that they continue to make excellent fucking stories where it's like, and based off of like their personal feelings or like focus on like a particular like personal issue to their life or social issue or whatnot. But like whereas like American comics, from what I've heard, I don't read a lot of American comics, but it's like the fact that American comics like solely focuses on shoving like a particular social norm up your face, and some people might not be able or ready to not like accept it in a way where it takes them a while to like accept it.
Yeah, I agree with what you have to say back there. All mangas have just been doing well recently, you know, and the fact that it's because like some mangas get away with certain stuff, right? And, you know, one of them is good storytelling, you know, unlike, you know, the comic book industry as of right now, you know, they keep trying to push this agenda. No, that's not what comic book fans have wanted. And a good example of a really good comic book that doesn't do any of the bad stuff is Power Rangers. Power Rangers has this newer comic book thing. It is expensive. I think you have to get it for like $24 or something like that. It's really expensive, but it's really worth the price, right? And I actually picked up the comic book as well, and I'm like, this is actually not that bad. Like, it's really freaking good. I enjoyed it, you know, I really did. And I'm not a huge Power Rangers fan, and I think I might pick up more comics from Power Rangers because they look really freaking good. It's amazing, like how specifically good comic book. I mean, not even comic books, just like manga, and you know, Power Rangers in general. It's amazing, dude.
Why
Let's-
does like
let's
I
be
don't
honest
get
here.
like what I don't get is that the whole thing with like Japan and its like culture is the fact that they emphasize on becoming very hardworking as a whole. I'm gonna connect this to the whole
Yeah.
like with manga and stuff. It's like like you know how like Americans like they have this whole concept of like working like becoming. They have the classic independently doing like working your ass off to get your the stuff correct and
Yeah, your paycheck.
yeah you to get not your paycheck but like get your content out there in general or like whatever like product they're making it's the fact that they like solely focus like classic American ideals where it's like basically if like we were to like speak about these like quote unquote American ideals where just like mostly people would not most people but like they're probably just like the people that particularly just like straight up would like call us like racist for just even like speaking about the facts about how they what kind of works, which doesn't
That's something I don't understand either. Like why are you doing this to us, right? Because we I don't know. It's like, what does that really do? The only thing that does is like, you know, not only does that insult us, right, but it also makes you look bad, right? And the fact that those people don't understand it is absolutely preposterous.
Like let's just look at an example of like American like for example like the American like let's say like Marvel comics, like some of the newer ones, some of them I wasn't really feeling it, man. I wasn't really feeling it.
Yeah, me neither.
Like,
you know, there's a lot of good
yeah
comics too.
Yeah,
and
like sometimes sometimes like in the trope of like American comics you usually read is like there's usually like this guy who's all of a sudden he's like all strong and invincible and doesn't have like a flaw to like overcome it, doesn't, whereas like
Superman.
Yeah, that's true, but like there's like they retcon it so much which I don't like, and it's like so fucking confusing. Where it's like manga, it's like there's got to be like some sort of like conclusion to it where I really like there's like an ending to it.
I agree. I think it's safe to say that we can probably move on to our third topic that you have brought us today. Like, I really want to hear your third topic. I think you said that there's something about like a Pewdiepie incident or something like that. Like, what's going on with that?
Okay, so Pewdiepie basically signed I think it was like I think it was a Facebook contract. It was a contract by Facebook. I forgot what's his manager or whatever. But like basically, he signed a deal with Facebook to like live stream like his Facebook content there. He'll still do YouTube, but he's gonna expand upon the whole thing on YouTube, which is I gotta say that's not a bad thing since the fact that
it's not a bad thing at all. I think he's and making the right choice, but I can tell that there's a catch to this whole ordeal, right? Because you know, obviously something bad came out of it.
I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, here's the thing: it's like I remember, like in like it was a couple of years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago, or something like that. I think he was like, I think it was like the Wall Street Journal or like the news outlets call him like a fucking Nazi or something like that, and he had to like apologize and stuff. Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, they want, one of the journalists wanted to slander PewDiePie for being a racist, but he didn't really mean it as a racist. He tried to. I think it was a Fiverr. You know Fiverr. I think it was.
He apologized for that, right?
I think he did, but then they started shit talking him on the fucking article and stuff.
Yeah, who's this other guy that you were talking about? What say the last name again?
I don't know. I forgot. I it's been like so long.
Okay. All right, moving on then. But yeah, it sounds like a good idea, right? From my point of view, it's a really good business strategy that I think PewDiePie is utilizing. I haven't watched PewDiePie in over a long time, but it looks like he's doing well. I mean, he made some mistakes, you know, some major ones that I kind of forgot too, but there were some like really big mistakes that he did, and I'm so glad he's actually owned up to those mistakes, and now he's becoming one of the most popular YouTubers ever. I just
didn't he also
PewDiePie is not my forte. I prefer to watch like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Dashi Games, Corey Kenshin. You know, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that I love to watch.
I mean, I don't watch PewDiePie as much as I did as like when I was a kid, but like,
yeah, right.
But I gotta say, he's doing it. He's doing well. He's doing it good.
Yeah, he's really improved as a YouTuber now. I cannot wait to see what else he has to do. I think I might go back to just check up on him and see what he's been doing all these years. Moving on from that PewDiePie situation. So what's that? So don't you have like another topic for us?
Well, here, just like there's like I think I've been watching this show. It's called Dr. Stone, and like there's a new season 2. It's pretty freaking dope.
I actually, speaking of Dr. Stone, I actually have watched it. It's okay. It's definitely not my forte, but I can see why you like it. It's very interesting. I think characters are like, you know, like the same thing. Very interesting. There's just, I don't know. Like
it's like
really I could say about it.
I think there's like a thing about Dr. Stone is that it's like how do I say it's a mix of like it's like just imagine Minecraft, but just imagine Minecraft except you got a fucking Albert Einstein here versus a guy who hates boomers.
Anime Albert Einstein.
Yeah, anime Albert Einstein versus fucking a guy who's a boomer who hates boomers and stuff. and he's a quote unquote anti-vaxxer.
Wow, okay, dude.
He's not an actual anti-vaxxer, he just hates science. He just hates science in general.
Wait. Yeah, that's the thing I don't understand. He claims to be an anti-vaxxer but hates science. It's like, wait, what? It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, he's not an actual anti-vaxxer. I just said that as a joke.
Okay. Okay, my bad. I don't know. I haven't watched Dr. Stone in like 2 weeks, man. But yeah,
I don't know why. It's an interesting show. I think it's
I give you that. You know, I could see why you like it, why you're a huge fan of this anime. But for me, I'm more of that fighting anime sort of guy. I could tell like one more. I have a question about Dr. Stone. Is Dr. Stone actually a fighting anime, or is it more of like mystery, like, you know, sort of like high school life anime?
It's like a science
or manga.
It's like a weird. How do I say? It's more like science and like adventure kind of anime.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a action. It's the beginning's kind of meh, but then it's kind of the thing's pretty good. But so far, it's not too bad. I don't think it's too bad.
Does it get better like along the way as you're like going through? Okay.
Yeah, it gets better. Yeah, it gets
pretty good.
I mean, it's not my favorite anime of all time, but I think it's a pretty good anime for like.
I think I believe it deserves a lot of people's attention. You know, same thing for me. You know, I love Lupin the Third. I believe that anime slash manga deserves a lot of attention. Oh, same thing with Cowboy Bebop. You know, that deserves a lot of attention as well. You know, Sherlock Hound. You know, that's an old anime from Hayao Miyazaki, right? Oh, that deserves a lot of attention as well. And then, you know, there's this other anime I've been watching. It's called Kenichi the First Disciple. And, you know, I really do like it. You know, the characters are lovable. I understand, you know, it's a martial arts thing. And, you know, during that I'm growing up in a martial arts, you know, situation or, you know, dojo or something like that. You know, I relate to this a lot well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Well, there's another. I don't know if I have anything else to add.
Well, we can actually, you know, we'll ask Sans. You know, Sans, what's your favorite anime?
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, well, he really went there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been a Dragon Ball guy.
You asked me what it was, and it's Dragon. Because it's
yeah,
fighting.
Well, I should have guessed that it was Dragon Ball Z. I thought you were gonna say JoJo. Then I was like, wait a minute, he likes Dragon Ball Z. That's all he ever talks about is Dragon Ball Z. No. I should have paid attention to that.
Pride, I have a question.
My second favorite anime
Yeah.
is JoJo.
Yes.
Yes.
There's an upcoming anime spot for the third.
Yeah.
I don't have a third yet, so I need to find one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Cowboy Bebop.
I have a question.
Oh no, I like Cowboy Bebop, but I guess it could be my third.
It sounded like you're just like
My fourth one. I don't even have it yet, so I guess the fourth. All right, but yeah,
Makes sense. All right, what's your question?
I have a question. Fuck is like, why the fuck is like anime is like I hate to sound like a fucking weeaboo, but like why the fuck why is it so much better than fucking like today's fucking shows?
Because anime, let's be honest, anime like Japan
is funny as hell.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they know humor too good. It's just fucking hilarious.
Why the fuck
Yeah,
is
exactly,
it?
I agree.
Like going back to the whole like manga and like American comics thing, it's like this applies to the same shit, but like why the fuck is it like why is it focused on teaching like fucking good lessons where it's like
It's like Dora the Explorer.
yeah.
Can you guys spot which is the antagonist? Yes, that's him. I'm gonna go beat his ass now.
Oh no, he's losing his humanity.
Oh wait, no, I got this. Jojo, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Gonna beat Dio's ass. Oh, that's exactly.
Can you spot the antagonist weapon? No, that's not it. They pointed a rock. No, that's not it. Then they found a katana. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what the fuck we're on. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't even know, but we're getting way off topic, but let's get back to what you were saying. So yeah, going back to what you were talking about earlier with the whole manga versus comic situation. Yeah, Japan really tries with their animes, right? And it's pretty obvious, which animes are better than which, I mean, hell, there are some TV shows that are better than some animes, but just in general, animes are a lot better. They're more exciting. They attract audience that is willing to, look at their stuff, right? Some anime fans, who are like not like into it, got into anime by watching whatever anime popped up on screen for them,
Or like whoever recommended it to them, like
whoever recommended it to them. For me personally, I recommend JoJo's Bizarre Adventures to anybody listening out there. JoJo is one of the best animes ever / manga. It really is. Yeah, go watch it, dude. Part 8 still being in development right now. I just a couple of weeks ago, chapter 103 came out, and I cannot wait to read chapter 104 for part 8 for JoJo.
Yeah.
It's getting really hectic, but no spoilers for part 8 because let's be honest, we all have those manga readers who are like, "You spoiled the part for me! How dare you!" Instant
like even do like let's say like the anime One Piece, or like I think it's one of the series One Piece. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it either. Right? I'm not a huge fan of it, but like the thing is, like, it's so ongoing to the fact that it's like still #1 being sold completely tells that you can still make wonderful stories with like anime or like manga without putting a whole by putting like certain like morals to it or certain cool things. Like for example, like part 7 JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Steel Ball Run, they focus like for example, Johnny Joestar, the main character, starts off as one of the best, who was one of the best, but then he got crippled somehow. I'm not gonna go spoil it, but then in the end he learns a lot of like lessons on the way, such as self-esteem and be able to be confident in your skills, being able to be confident in your skills.
So a brave soul. Yeah, I agree with that. So now that we can probably like end the topics and go to a little ad break, so that way I can collect my sources real quick.
Yes.
You know, Trap Snake, do us all a favor and hit us up with that sweet, sweet ad break.
Yes.
I want to start my own podcast, but I don't
We will
have the
be
money
right
to
back
actually
after
start
this
one.
ad.
What am I gonna? I want to start my own podcast, but I don't have the money to actually start one. What am I gonna do now?
Hey Virgil, what's wrong?
Wait, what? Oh, hello, Trap Snake. I really wanted to express my opinions and do it live in front of everyone, but I don't know how to start my own podcast. Where can I go to make my own podcast?
I can tell you, Virgil, with our sponsor, Anchor.
Wait, really? What's Anchor?
Anchor is a website that allows you to record your podcast from your computer for free.
Wait, for free? Really?
Yes. Anchor also has creation tools that allow you to edit, upload your videos, and it distributes to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc.
Can you do everything on Anchor?
Yes. You can do everything at once. You can also make money with no minimal listenership.
Whoa, that's actually crazy. Where can I go to actually download Anchor, Trap Snake?
Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Okay, now the ad's over. Holy shit. Yeah. Somewhat, I mean, I'll go sans for till later.
I mean, I have nothing else to say,
I
dude.
realized that I
just
wasn't
beef.
recording our audio from the desktop. I realized.
You just realized what?
I realized that for like the past minute or so that OBS, I forgot to unmute our desktop audio for our live stream.
Oh my!
Are you fucking serious?
I'm not serious.
I was finna say you fucking.
Wait, so if it's unmuted, everybody can hear us, right?
Now it's unmuted. Okay, which is better, beef or?
Oh my god!
Beef, because it tastes good.
I expected you to go full detail, but
No.
Good thing Craig's recording this shit because you can listen to the fucking audio version of it.
yeah, you can also listen to it on Spotify and a bunch of other stuff.
What the fuck?
The question was that I actually wanted to ask my comrades over here. I wanted to ask them which is better, beef or lamb. Hands
I
obviously
chose beef.
Beef.
I chose beef.
Without going into further detail, he just said I liked it, but
Because what do you want me to talk about? The flavor, the taste, how I taste.
oh yeah, actually, yeah, that will work. Yeah. Please tell us.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm not a fucking food critic, so I'm not gonna. I don't even know what to begin with. It's juicy. You could get. That's it. I don't know. That's it.
That's interesting. Okay, what about you? I
I don't know. I kind of like both for some reason. I like fucking both.
Well, that's good. Why do you like both?
I think beef has like there's this like Sad says there's like this whole like There's this taste, and it's just so juicy, and it's like so accessible. It's so
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I agree with that.
It's just because it has fucking
like-
grease in it.
and like lamb is some odd reason it's fucking delicious. It's fucking like earlier like
I'm not gonna lie. Lamb is good. It's delish.
I thought you were gonna say lamb was trash for a minute.
I'm like
No. Why would
I mean,
lamb is garbage?
lamb is garbage.
No, but
yeah,
both of them are
please
good.
say-
I just like beef more.
I'm just kidding. I like
Trash.
lamb.
You like? Oh, wait. Okay, well, I know you like both, but for me personally, I think I really like lamb now. Lamb is actually really good. Like, but I of course I do love beef. Come on, beef. Who doesn't love beef? If you don't like beef, then there's something wrong with you, and you need to go see a doctor. But you know, if
If
you
there's one thing
yeah, what's up?
there's one meat you should not fucking hate if you're a meat eater is chicken. If you hate chicken, you're gonna catch these fucking hands, okay?
I love chicken. Damn, dude. If you don't like eating chicken, you're gonna catch these hands. Oh my god.
That's all I gotta
That's
say.
the highlight from the podcast. If you don't like chicken, catch you hands, man.
Listen.
That's
Go
amazing,
outside.
dude.
Go get you some chicken right now, or he's good, or you're gonna catch some hands.
Muda you to death.
Our boy Trap is gonna muda you in the next week for not eating chicken.
7-page style.
And then page Muda.
7-course
but-
chicken. 7-course chicken.
All right, we're getting way off topic, guys. It's time to reel it back in. So, I think the first topic that I think really does deserve a lot of people's attention, especially if you are a Star Wars fan like me, and it's Luke Skywalker getting blamed for bad Star Wars High Republic sales. And in case you don't know what High Republic is, it's basically a, before, episode 1 sort of thing. And it's the most wokest thing that Lucasfilm has ever produced. And what doesn't really help the case is that there is this author for the High Republic. I forgot what her name was, but she literally said, if you don't agree with our, with my political background and all that other stuff, don't buy my book. And I'm like, that is the worst thing you could ever tell people, right? What about you guys? What do you think? Was she right? Was she wrong? Let me hear me. Like, seriously, like, what do you guys think? Because I'm very confuzzled by this nonsense.
I mean, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan.
If she wanted to sell her book, she would probably have to. If this is going to be hard for me to say because I don't like how to put this into words. Because the reason why people are probably not buying her books and the reason this is happening is what she said. Like, if you don't agree with my opinion, then don't buy it. But maybe it's I don't know what to say. Really stumped right now. So Trap, what do you think?
I think the thing is that you're like, it's good to get your opinion, but like, don't force feed it upon like people.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
shouldn't
true.
like, it's okay
one
to
of the
get it out
reasons
there. Like, it's good. It's okay to get out there. Maybe someday someone will like understand your opinion and all, but like, I can't really say about this like currently right now, but like in a way where it's like, if it's like justable or like reasonable, where in like the concept of like Star Wars or like whatever, in like Star Wars or whatever like show you're gonna make or something, you're just, if you're gonna like I don't know how to say it. Like it's like the whole like manga and like the whole anime thing in general. I don't know. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Yeah, I can see where both of you are coming from. I personally think this is one of the reasons why comic books, even Star Wars is losing money because of, this stuff that they're doing, right? When you cram it down somebody's throat, it's not going to work, right? So instead of, listening to us, they're just gonna go ahead with it, and it's preposterous. But more Star Wars, news in general. EA, right? The company that produces EA Sports, Battlefront 2, KOTOR, a bunch of Star Wars games. It
That
lost
one's
the
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars license. Yeah, it lost.
What?
It lost the Star Wars license. It cannot make games anymore. But what's the good news about that is that Ubisoft is making a Star Wars, open world game.
Oh,
Bethesda is making a Indiana Jones game, and I cannot wait to play that. I mean, come on, it's Indiana Jones.
style? Like it.
Yeah, Indiana Jones. Yeah, Harrison Ford.
Da 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 da
Yep,
da
there you
da.
go. Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
But yeah,
Probably
like
all
it,
stopped after when I just joined along. What the fuck?
oh, you wanted to continue?
Yeah, da 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 da.
No, it just ruined it. No, it just.
Da 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 da. I just had to continue it.
Damn it. We sound so fucking off key.
Because we are. And it's
All right, guys, let's just calm down for a bit. Let's reel it back in. We're getting way off topic. That was kind of funny, though. Let's be honest here. I'm not the best singer, but damn near I tried. But so EA lost the Star Wars license to produce Star Wars games. So what does this mean? Will they produce more? I mean, probably, but not as big as they used to. Because when they first had it, they were producing Star Wars games left and right. But now that
what about the DLC from that one Star Wars game?
Fallen Order, yeah, they're still making it.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, thank you.
I think they are.
Jesus.
Yeah, like it's a current project. But if we were talking about like games like Battlefront 2, I think they might have trouble. But Fallen Order will receive a DLC, as far as I'm concerned. It will receive a DLC because they were working on it before the whole fiasco happened. But
yes.
But there comes in terms to other questions as well. Will we get another Jedi Fallen Order game, like Jedi Fallen Order 2? Probably not. Or it could be produced by some other company.
Maybe the DLC continues the story.
Yeah, that's true. Others like you made a fair point like that. We can move on from EA losing the Star Wars license, and I'm really excited for that Indiana Jones game. There have been some really good, actually not. Rephrase that. There have been some really bad Indiana Jones games, and I mean really freaking bad. But moving on, we have other gaming news as well. We have Doom Eternal Fall Guys, gets a skin from Doom Eternal. Honestly, when I saw that, I just couldn't stop laughing because of how funny and obnoxious that was.
I haven't seen what it look like. What is it?
You haven't seen it?
Okay, so
yeah, go watch it. But after go watch it after we're done with the podcast. But literally the trailer was just kind of like how Doom Eternal starts out when they started their trailer. It's exactly like that, but it has Fallout guys, and it's so funny too. But that's a little short topic I kind of wanted to cover. But moving on, another gaming news, we have Ghost of Tsushima fans help repair, or they donate money to help repair the island of Tsushima after, what's it called? So basically, long story short, there's a big typhoon that hit the island. And, obviously being the Ghost of Tsushima fans that we are, we donated money to help the island. And I can't believe it.
Why did they donate it specifically? Why did they do it?
Because the island was in shambles, dude. It was a typhoon that hit them.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Let's be honest. I would love to help, but I have other stuff to do. Don't get me wrong. Of course I want to do it. Hell, I'm a Ghost of Tsushima fan. But obviously we got other stuff to handle here in our own country.
I would donate it, but I'm a broke college student.
Yeah, you're tied on money too. Hell, half of this podcast is literally tied on money, dude. I mean, don't have that much to spare.
I don't have any money.
Yeah, thank you for proving our point. That's a die back here, but I personally think that this truly shows how much really love the game. Unlike The Last of Us 2, right? No, everybody hates that game. Right?
I after the stream, I have to talk to you some about it.
The Last of Us 2, yeah, I'm cool with it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Ghost of Tsushima helps with, repairs on the island. Hopefully that gets where it needs to be, and I truly hope that they repair the island. So moving on, we actually have our first Overwatch news that we can cover on the channel. I love to play Overwatch, and let's be honest, the current competitive season is kind of garbage, but it's always going to be garbage. So Overwatch released their new map called Kazinata, whatever the hell you call it. It's basically a Japanese deathmatch map, and you can see the castle of Hanamura in the background. They also released a Hanzo skin for the event, and by golly gee, I'm a Hanzo guy. I was a Hanzo main. I got to get that skin. I was literally friggin' getting that skin. However, I also witnessed something on Stylosa's channel, and Stylosa is a big YouTube channel and friggin' in the Overwatch community.
Yeah, I saw this.
He actually went over a letter. Yeah, and I'm covering it right now. There's a letter, right? And it's from the Shimada clan blacksmith, right? I don't know if it was from I believe it's from the father or something like that, and the daughter received it. It's been a while since I covered this topic, but basically what I got from this is that we are getting another Overwatch hero. It's going to be a female Fox Genji, right? What could this mean? Could this mean that there are more Overwatch heroes coming in? Yes. But I want a tank, let's be honest. I want a tank hero for Overwatch. What about you guys?
Did you say female Fox Genji?
Yeah.
Is she in the letter? It literally states that they love foxes and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why their whole reference is Nine-Tailed Fox.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay. So it's like,
What's your guys' opinion on that?
We need another tank like Reinhardt.
Yeah, I agree.
We need.
yeah,
We all. The only.
we need those what my idea for like this whole like tank thing is that what if what if they had like the female Fox hero or whatever, what if they fucking what if they had that one character from was it For Honor, it's that one tanky character. It's like the samurai. It's that one
character with the Naginata.
No, not that one. It's the bulk one. The one that looks like fucking Roadhog. The one that looks with the club.
That guy, the one who wields the cannibal. Am I mistaken?
Yeah. The club or whatever. Yeah, but what if they have her as like a thing, but she's somehow related, somehow not like blood related, but like somehow has connections with like Genji or like Hanzo in some way.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. This is the daughter of the Shimada clan's blacksmith, right? And actually, I forgot to mention one more thing. So there is a rival clan to the Shimada clan, and I think they like tigers or something like that. So
yeah,
the whole point is that I think this is going to lead in with Genji, Hanzo, and this supposed other hero go save the blacksmith in the second game probably.
I would like to see that. I would be Genji.
Yeah, I'm a freaking Shimada man. When I first started on the game, I played Genji and Hanzo only. I have 500 hours on Genji and 400 hours on Hanzo. That's how much I love them. My newest main is definitely Doomfist, but let's be honest, I rather trade Doomfist in for Hanzo because let's be honest, it's a Japanese.
Genji and Hanzo are really good characters.
Yeah. Why the fuck did Blizzard make stun characters?
And in fact, that makes it better. They have fucking dragons as powers. Their special moves are like dragons. They fucking come out of their weapons. That is the coolest shit I have seen in a long fucking time. Like in any other game where like you could summon something. They fucking Genji pulls his sword out and he says his words to yeah, where he pulls out the sword and he said and the dragon. I fucking like that. That's like because like unleashing like their dragon, which means Well, technically they both have dragons, but Hanzo has 2, and then Genji has 1.
I think he's
Well,
trying to compensate when you're having 2 dragons.
No, what I'm trying to say is, it's pretty fucking cool to have that in a game. To have
I agree.
like that.
Yeah.
Like if I love dragons. Anything that has a dragon in it, a show, I'll fucking watch it because it has dragons. So
Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales, fuck yeah, I'll watch that.
How to
Even the
train your
kid
dragon?
one.
Nigga,
How to Train Your Dragon? Fuck yeah, I'll watch that.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z has dragons in it. I want to watch it.
You're like the Dragon Kid in our group, and I freaking respect that dude.
No,
Fucking
the thing.
Skyrim or dragon. Fuck.
Skyrim has dragons in it. I'm gonna play the fucking game, and I'm gonna cook the dragons to get the power to go kill other fucking dragons. Woo! I'm pretty sure it's better than Oblivion because you get dragon powers. So I'm just saying, that's my opinion.
Now, what about you, Chef Snake? What do you think? What do you think about this whole situation with the Shimada clan's blacksmith, not being there?
It's really interesting. I think it's really
Okay.
I think it's really interesting that you get to see like was it the Shimada clan? You know what I'd like to see, the whatever the rival clan is, Tigers or something like that. Is that what you said? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, they are tigers, I believe.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but
I'm gonna say something funny. The Shimada clan has. Now count me in.
Oh there, young American boy. We have dragons in our freaking dojo. You wish to come here and be part of our dojo?
Hell yeah. Might as well. I'm bored. I have nothing to do.
Well, welcome to.
you are welcome.
You're fucking dude. If I was trained by Genji, I would be so fucking happy. Please train me in the way of the blade.
What are you doing?
He's like, I'm meditating and shit. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you meditating on a horse?
Why are you meditating on that horse, man?
Sans. Why? Sans. Why are you meditating on that horse? Just fire shows up out of nowhere. Sans. It's me, the great papyrus. Please put papyrus in Overwatch, please.
We should just run away from Overwatch on your tail.
Undertale gets put into Overwatch. Please do.
All right.
Sans a kill streak.
Alright, we can probably move on from this topic. This is probably
Speaking of my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. My bad. My apologies.
What the thing is that I think I would like to see it from like Overwatch is like I'd like them to focus on like, aside from like balancing the game, I like them to focus on the lore. I kind of like there's certain characters that they don't. Why the fuck isn't like Lucio or like Zenyatta getting like a, or like any of the other characters getting like a whole fucking lore? Like I love like one of my mains is Tracer used to be Tracer from Overwatch, but then somehow Blizzard fucked it up with stuns and shit, and I can't even play her for fun. For shit, but like all that shit, but like what? I think they should like. I think I would like to see, aside like for the next. I hope Blizzard's listening to this, but like, if they make a Lucio lore or like or some sort of Zenyatta, or even like or some sort of like Zenyatta lore, I think that would be freaking dope. I
agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we need more lore in Overwatch, and I feel like the second game, when it will come out in 2022, it's not going to come out in 2000, unfortunately, but it will. I feel like the second game will do a lot, but I feel like they should have just done a lot better with the first one instead of making a whole brand new game, right? Because you already have your handiwork laid out in front of you, and the fact that you're not going to touch it is absolutely ridiculous. So, moving on from Overwatch, we have our second to last. Oh wait, no, our third last one. But this one is more Cobra Kai Backlash. They're basically saying the same stuff that we said last week. They're like saying, "Oh, he needs to be Asian" or something like that, and it's like, no.
They're more Backlash.
I think the Backlash is just unneeded. It's unnecessary, dude. Especially when you have like other characters, like Karate Kid himself is actually in this, in the current season now, and there's also another character that comes up, but I won't say that person's name. Spoilers, obviously. But personally, the Backlash is just not needed, right? It's never been needed, and this is probably going to be the last time I ever talk about Cobra Kai Backlash. So
I have something to add. I have something. It's like,
what do you want to add, my friend?
It's like, here's the thing. It's that, but like, how you said Cobra Kai is like Backlash because they're supposed to be quote unquote Asians are supposed to be the one that embraces that's supposed to teach that particular part of like culture. Is that why the fuck are people upset over like some person that is outside of that particular culture decides to wants to learn it and spread it to other people? Why the fuck are they're not allowed to
Yeah, martial arts is not about race or something like that. It's about defending yourself when you have no other option to run away.
No. Listen. Like the whole it doesn't matter if it's martial arts, language, or food or whatnot. If you're just in general, in general, if it's regardless of martial arts, you want to teach people how to cook Asian food or teach them a particular cultural thing. It's good as long as you fucking respect it. It's okay if someone or being a fucking absolute dick about it. I think it's not a big thing. You shouldn't shit on someone for it liking that fucking. What the fuck, Craig?
He's like, no, I'm not. He's like, no, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore.
I think he couldn't handle my fucking truth.
Yeah, Craig.
He's like, oh, my robotic heart.
Yep, stops working immediately as we start dropping facts.
Here's the thing. It's it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Mexican, or whatever particular ethnicity. If you want to teach that if it's your passion to teach a particular culture, show a particular part of this specific culture, that's absolutely wonderful. For example, if a white guy teaches Japanese or something, that's okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's absolutely
cool.
fine. And if they show that they're into it, if they're into it, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's cool. That's something I really do want to learn. It doesn't even have to be Japanese. It could be Italian or Russian. Pretty much any other language. I would love to learn from that person.
It shouldn't be based on fucking a person's appearance or race. It should be based on how capable of you're doing this shit. Regardless of fucking race, it doesn't matter if you're. There might be an Asian person who's not good at doing this particular thing, or maybe there might be a white guy who is particularly good at this particular skill, regardless of language, martial arts, fucking art, or doesn't matter. The point is that from the Cobra Kai, I think I want to say is that if you should be able to break the barriers between the whole concept of allowing yourself to be open to other cultures, and as long as you're fucking respectful about it and not criticizing someone who's a foreigner who's being able to willing to who's being wanting to learn about it and embracing it as part of their identity, not like a foreign like, that, and apply it to their own like lifestyle. I think that's all I gotta say. That's all.
Yeah, I think what you said is probably the best thing ever, dude. Like, it doesn't even matter what you come from. As long as you're willing to learn about it, then, have at it. Have fun,
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Just make sure that you do what you love most.
As long as you do it appropriately.
Oh yeah, obviously. That's what. Yeah, exactly. As long as you do it appropriately.
Otherwise, look at Mulan 2020, and I saw this. Yeah.
All right. Ooh. All right. So this is our last topic, and finally we can get talking about WandaVision. So PBS executive lawyer wants kids taken from parents and put into re-education, right? And let's be honest, he deserves to get fired for what he said, and he got fired too.
What did he say?
Thank God, PBS. No, that's what he said. He said he wants, Trump supporter kids to go to re-education camp. And I'm thinking that's freaking terrible. Why would you say
God.
that?
That's really,
absolute imbecile.
That's really fucked up, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's really messed up. Let's be honest. I don't like either side, but that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, let's be honest. This is a topic I kind of don't want to stay on, so might as well move on. Finally, we can talk about WandaVision. And goodness gracious, I saw episodes 1 and 2, and that was wonderful. I actually enjoyed it a lot. It gives me a lot of really good, like, early 50, like, black and white sort of style TV. But in episode 2 of changes, but I won't spoil anything because this is a non-spoiler thing. But go watch these episodes if you have Disney Plus. Please go watch these episodes. These episodes are phenomenal. Like, this is probably the best Marvel content that we've gotten in a while from Disney or Marvel in general. I was so pumped up, and I'm so excited to see what other episodes are there. There's a lot of references from older Marvel movies in that TV show. Again, I won't spoil, but it's really awesome how Jon Favreau, I think it's Jon Favreau who did this, literally institutes every single comic book reference from Marvel. Or not even comic book, just like movie, other TV shows, just everything in general. It's friggin' amazing. So obviously, what's the story about? It's basically about like Wanda and Vision, and they sort of happy life. They got their neighbors, they have like other people, and the cool part is that Wanda is basically a housewife, while Vision is, I think he's an accountant or something like that. He does something a lot, and he recently gets promoted, and I thought that was really cool, and obviously there are some troubles along the way, and there is going to be a lot of bizarre stuff in that TV show. But let's be honest here, is WandaVision worth watching? Welcome back. Is WandaVision worth watching? I think, yes, it is worth watching. But what do you think, Trap Snake? What do you think about WandaVision? Because I remember you were telling me that you wanted to watch WandaVision.
I don't know. I'm not going to say much because I was going to watch it, but I don't know if I actually want to. I don't know if it's actually any good, for matter of fact.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think you should watch it, dude. Like, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Isn't there like backlash that some people got from like WandaVision?
I was like, backlash again. It's like Cobra Kai. Unneeded. It's unnecessary. I love WandaVision. I think this is really necessary for me. Because it's really good. This is like the TV show I've wanted to watch after The Mandalorian ended, and the fact that we're getting it now is amazing, right? This is good. And also, by the way, it's like The Mandalorian, right? WandaVision's uploading like every Friday. So
okay.
I cannot
on a weekly basis. How it's on?
That's on a weekly basis, kind of like how we do this podcast every Saturday.
Oh, okay.
What about you, Stan? What do you think about WandaVision?
Never heard of it.
Good enough.
I've never really heard of it. You're just
So
sounds interesting
WandaVision,
now.
yeah, WandaVision is basically a new Marvel TV show that is, I think it has Jon Favreau's hands on it, but it's really cool too. It stars Vision and Wanda, and they're basically like a family, like wife and husband sort of thing, and it's really cool too. I think the both of you should watch it. Anybody that's watching, is about to watch WandaVision, go watch it. It's worth your time, I promise. So that's all the topics I really do have to talk about. I'm so glad that everybody tuned in. Hopefully hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you had a good laugh. I hope that everybody, including us three, had a good time with this podcast. So I think it's safe to say that we can actually end this podcast now. Go ahead, my friend Trap Snake, end us off.
Okay, so thanks for you guys. That's it for the pod. This is episode 8. So thanks for watching this episode 8. If you want to listen, you want us to support us with the podcast, it'll be up in the description below. If you want to listen it to it off of Google Podcasts, Spotify. Apple Podcast did not fucking approve it for the last time, so I give up trying to approve for Apple Podcast. Because Apple fucking Apple.
I hope you toasters have a nice day as well. So
yeah, goodbye.
So
everyone.
make sure to listen to it. It'll be up soon.